because it could be much worse. I want to start my conversation off by that, because I know from which my blessings come. You dig? So let that be first and foremost. I'm telling you, I can't keep up, bro. I can't keep up. It's a lot to unpack. I would love to speak to someone from the gay community, from the LGBTQ community, if anyone is willing to chime in. Because one thing about all of this cancel culture, what doesn't ever happen is we never take advantage of the opportunity to learn and grow together. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody coming in with a civilized voice without malicious intent trying to say, hey, look, this where we need to come together at. This what we need to understand. You know what I mean? It ain't happening. It ain't happening. So I will, you know what I'm saying, I will welcome someone from the community to come on live and we can talk it out. Because I'm going to tell you, a question I have is this a conversation? Like, is this a mutual discussion? Is it like us sharing the earth together and having to learn how to learn, grow, and live together peacefully? Is that the point? Because what I'm seeing is a bunch of my way or the highway, and if you don't do it the way I say do it, then it's over with. I ain't seeing much I think, hold up, let me check and see who, if anybody has, nah, not a room. So let me see. All right, hold up, let me see what this is. Now this is a little bit new to me now. People are nominating Zoe, so I'm gonna see what's up. If Zoe, let's see here. I don't know how the fuck you. Let's see. Nah, let me see. What's his thing? What is it again? Let me see. It's IAMZOIE. Is that what it is? Man, I'm gonna wait on somebody to send me a request, bro. This is a lot of work, and I'm not technologically inclined. It's IAMZOIE. It says this is not a no user by that name. Let me see. Man. Okay, so look, bro. Until somebody hit me, man, I'ma just talk. So let's just unpack this shit for a little bit, right? Everyone, you know, up in arms and upset about what Dababy said. Now I understand people saying that they feel that it's insensitive. I think you guys have to understand that on stage is not the place that rappers go to be sensitive and soothe everybody's feelings. It's the place to go to have a good time. I thought we kind of let our hair down and disqualified the BS, because if we supposed to not trip, if we see white people saying nigga singing along with the song, how is we held to such a high standard of morality? Like, just to be honest. So it seemed like it was a safe place and it's all done in fun. You know what I mean? That what I thought. Okay? So if that is the case, why do words cause such a visceral reaction that will lead to someone trying to attack, villainize, demonize, crucify, condemn, and like that shit is like, now you bullying. You know what I'm saying? We all stood up on behalf of gays and lesbians and people in the gay community because we thought it was some bullshit for y'all to have to be bullied. But I don't think any of us did that to feel like you would now have the authority to come and bully us. I mean, that's just, it's just my feelings. It's just my feelings. And if I'm wrong, then somebody have a conversation with me and show me how. You know what I mean? But don't tell me just shut the fuck up and sit there and take it. No, bro, that ain't the way this shit work. You don't get to go and condemn people just because they think differently than you. That's not equality. That's not justice. You know what I mean? And that's not hip-hop, to be honest. So I'm just trying to figure out when this shit became CNN, Fox News, MSNBC. Like, when that, man, what? And there has been, enormous considerations within the culture, within the community of hip-hop. Enormous considerations, man, for our gay and lesbian brothers and sisters, because we feel they are also one of us, you dig? But we don't feel that same way in return. We just gotta sit here and take it. You just do what you want. You just say what you want. You just do what you want. You just say what you want. Then when we say anything that's outside the lines of your acceptance, then bam, hit his ass in the head 3 times. Like, whoa. How we get here? How we get here? I'm just trying, again, I'm just trying to understand. So anybody who can, chime in and show me how, like, if the baby trip and y'all feel like, hey man, that was too much, then say that. Say, hey man, that was too much. And go from there. Well, yeah, this shit is too much, bro. You can't make nobody feel like you. You can't make nobody. And the question I have, in all due respect, like, gays want people to accept something immediately that it took them a while to accept. It took gay people a while to. That's what the whole. Excuse my ignorance. If I'm speaking out of turn, somebody please chime in and correct me. But it seems as though it took you a while to accept the difference in yourself to where you could share it with the world. So if it took you that time to accept yourself, how long you think it will take us to accept you? You got to give us some time too, bro. Like, why are we expected to be so perfect, so protective, so considerate? That's all I'm saying. I mean, and I say that with all due respect. I welcome anyone to come in here and speak on it with me. I think another thing we got to understand is, man, there is no way to advance or evolve in a society if all you have is comfortable, convenient conversations. If all you having is comfortable, convenient conversations, if all you doing is going with the flow of the majority, you never get to advance or evolve society. Now, I mean, so that's the extended intention behind all of my messages. You did? Like, I respect you and I want you to feel free and I want you to have the courage and feel supported enough to be you. But however, I'm gonna be me. And to be honest with you, man, the world big enough to, if anybody don't like that, bro, I'm sure I can exist and they can exist, and we can both live very full, happy, blessed lives. Separate but equal. If that's necessary. And okay, someone raised a great point. They said he never said gays have AIDS and HIV. Okay, so I heard a lot of people say that it was him saying if you don't have AIDS, this, that, and the other. Okay, guys, I don't know how many of you have ever been to a hip-hop party, but they say shit like that. They say shit like that in the club. He ain't the first one to say that. That shit is a part of the culture. He says that, not he, but they. DJs say it, bro. Just like they say, hey, man, if your pussy clean, let me hear you scream. If you ain't got no STD, make some noise. If you ain't got HIV, let me hear you. Man, that shit happens all the time in clubs. At so many. Why is it that we picking and choosing that is so exponentially more wrong when he says it, when he do it? Yes, it happened, man. Listen, bro. I came up in the 90s and the 2000s, and I swear to God, in the last 2-3 years, I've heard that said in all kinds of clubs. And also, why is it the only people that seem to be affected by this cancel culture are black people? Why is that? H&M called your kids some monkeys. You still shopping there. Gucci put blackface, but then they called you some jigaboos. You still shopping there. You got so many different people that's showing you guys how much they don't give a fuck about you per se in your face, and you still shopping with them. But when a rapper do it, oh hell no, let's cancel him or her. That ain't solid. That ain't solid. That ain't solid. You know what I mean? And a lot of motherfuckers saying, it ain't my business. Well, no, I just ain't finna stand there and let them. Just like if I see somebody getting beat up by the police, it ain't my business, but I'm finna pull over and I'm finna get out and I'm finna do something, nigga. Why would I just stand there and watch it happen? If God could be using me as a vessel, as an instrument, why would I just stand there and just watch it happen, bro? I think the real issue why they want me to mind my business is because the points that I make are valid. And I'm not speaking from a place of emotion. I don't hate gays. I don't have a dog in that race. I just don't, I just feel like fair is fair. I just feel like fair is fair. You know what I mean? And I honestly, you can't counsel me because you didn't create me. My blessings, I know from which my blessings come. So, regardless of how anybody feel about me, man, still gonna be me. That's the beauty of it. But I have a lot of love and respect, man, like I said before. I have a lot of love and respect for anybody who has the courage and bravery to live within their truth, man, and be themselves, bro. You know how many people out here scared to be themselves? You know what I mean? So, for you, if you have the courage to be yourself, I salute that. I respect that. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I think that this is excessive. It's excessive use of force. Now I'm gonna go, and now I'm driving, so I can't do too much, but I'm gonna try to hit this camera with the plus on it. Let's see here. I don't know which one of you guys are from the community, so I don't know who to add in. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm gonna just add a girl, maybe, cause girls maybe she can proxy, lead me in the right direction. Who is he there? Add him. Who? Add who? Add who? Add IAMZOIE. I tell y'all what I'm gonna do, bro. I'm finna pull over. Let's see what we got here. Add IAMZOIE. Alright, bam. Bob. Yo,
Yeah,
what going on, bro?
nothing chilling, but okay, I get everything that everybody is saying, but
Well,
the
everybody,
reason
I was the only one speaking.
you and people who are defending are taking up with what he is saying about the AIDS situation. That's what I mean. Everybody, the people who are defending what was said at that time.
I don't think
So
it's a defense, it's only an
what
explanation.
it was, no, it was
Only an explanation.
people are standing in defense of trying to say what was said was right when at that
Nobody
moment
said
it was not right. It was just not right. Period. The
nobody
reason
said
it
that.
wasn't right. The reason it wasn't right or appropriate is because if somebody, gay, straight, because everybody can get AIDS, no matter who you are. If
True.
they were in that, audience, and this person says, if you don't have that deadly disease AIDS, raise your light up. You don't, like I was telling my people, you don't know if somebody just found out they had it and they were just like, you know what, I just want to get away, go to this concert, whatever, or they're dealing with a friend who passed away from it or whatever, and you say this, it's just insensitive to people. I mean, I understand you said they said it in the hip hop club back in the day, whatever, but
No, still presently,
it's disrespectful.
And if I may say, okay,
And everybody, I'm sorry,
I,
people are saying freedom of speech. It's okay to have freedom of speech. And there's a difference from having an opinion and freedom of speech and being insensitive and disrespectful. Those are two different things.
okay, now listen, when you say the word disrespect, one must intend to be disrespectful. If he said something that someone took as disrespect, but he didn't intend it to be taken that way,
It
that
does,
is a, wait
that's
a minute,
to you.
excuse me,
That's to
excuse me.
you.
No, I mean, yes,
No,
sir,
I'm saying
it's
to
to
him,
me.
it wasn't
Yes, sir.
disrespectful to him,
I
but you
didn't
can't
say
tell
I
somebody
can't
what's
tell
disrespectful
nobody
to
that they.
them.
You're right. You're right. I can't tell anybody that they were or were not disrespected. No, I can't. He was saying, it was a, I guess you could call it call and response. Sort of like if you're from California, yeah. If you and it's a part of certain people's shows. It's a part of DJ show. I just compared it to if you ain't got no STDs and your pussy clean, let me hear you scream. I done heard that shit several times. This ain't the first time. So that's what I'm telling you. So in knowing that, I know he didn't
Yeah,
do it
okay, so
intending to be disrespectful. So if he didn't intend to be disrespectful, why are we treating him as though he went into something and did something on
and I'm
purpose?
not saying canceling him, but I'm just saying once you saw that people were offended, all you had to do was just say, if I offended anyone, I apologize. But then to turn around and say, my gay ass supporters know this, and y'all know I didn't fucking mean that. But it's just like it was like you apologized, but you still didn't own up to the mistake you made. And when you're a celebrity or you're in a different status of other people, I'm not saying just because you're a celebrity, you're better than anybody, but when you're at a, people look at you different. So you have to be mindful of some of the things you say. You know what I'm saying? It's just that
I
simple.
can
I'm
I
not
can
saying he's a
understand
god
that.
and he's perfect and people make mistakes. But just be mindful because
I
now
can
that you have put yourself in this position to be a celebrity, now it's like, hey,
I
I
can
gotta pick and
understand
choose
that
what
to a
I
degree.
say.
I can understand that to a degree. I do believe that if you're on stage, kind of like I'm doing what I'm doing for the purpose of the party. Just like if a comedian is on stage, they doing what they doing for the purpose of a laugh. That's just me though, and I can't make nobody else feel like that. But that's just how I feel, because we look away when white people be in the crowd saying nigga, and if they catch and if we catch them in the Walmart doing it, it ain't gonna pass. It ain't gonna fly like that. So the stage is off limits. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That's
So
how
just
I
like
took
if
it.
a white person got on, it's just like if a white person was to get on the stage and say, "If you ain't a nigga, put your lights in the air," you're gonna get
No,
offended.
cause he didn't drop a derogatory term
That is
like
derogatory
the
to
F
people.
bomb. He
That
didn't say
is
the F bomb. You
that
said the
is
N word, but he didn't say the F
no.
word.
It
You
is
can't compare the two.
You don't know who is in that arena that had AIDS,
Well,
and
why
you
is he
just said if you
responsible for
don't,
all
and
of
you
that? He
said if
trying to
you
give people
don't.
a good show. Why he responsible for all of these people's thoughts and concerns and
Okay,
their
so it's
emotions?
just it's
Why did he become responsible for that? He responsible for making
okay.
sure everybody who
So
came
just say if you ain't broke, put your lights up. If you here to
responsible
turn
for
up
the
and
people who
motherfuckers
came
have
and
fun
joined the
at Rolling
show.
Loud, put your lights up. But to say if you don't
But
have
hold
this
on.
deadly disease
Well,
AIDS, put
listen,
your lights up.
I'm not trying to excuse anything, because every man is accountable for his own actions. I'm only merely attempting to explain how it could be tangled in some confusion and trying to untangle.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like anytime we have moments like this is a teachable moment. It's a time for you guys to understand some
So
things about us and for us to understand some things about you.
we understand. Trust me, we understand about y'all because in this
Nah, you
world,
can't do that.
in this in this world, the
You
straight
can't do
community
that.
is supposedly the alpha male, honey. So we
Nah, it ain't got
understand
nothing to
you.
do with that. Because there's some
We
suckers over here too.
understand you.
Y'all got solid cats. It's solid cats, there's gays, and it's some suckers who's some straight men. And vice versa. Ain't nobody slow like that, bro. Everybody know better than that. Everybody know better than that. But this is what I'm saying though, bro. So you saying if you're a celebrity, you have this elevated, I guess, moral
Because
expectation.
now you're
But
because like
wait, but at the same
when you
time,
are when you're
but
just
please
walking around.
allow me to continue. At the
You
same
cut me off,
time,
but go ahead.
we're supposed to be equal. Y'all want us to treat our fans like they are equals, but and then you want us to have some different kind of set of rules when it comes to other stuff. So which is it? Is we all the same and then we all equal and we all, you know what I mean? Or are we held to a different standard and we play by different rules? Which is it?
Now, the reason I say celebrities are looked at as a different standard is because when you have a person who's just walking around with just, they're living a regular life, because y'all's life isn't regular anymore, because you have cameras in front of you. You have paparazzi. You
Everybody
have
got
people.
cameras
So,
with social media. You got a
no,
camera,
I'm
I
talking
got a
about when
camera.
you go,
We're
if
talking
you
on
were to go
cameras
out to
right
eat,
now.
if you were to go out to eat right now, cameras would be like, oh my God, T.I. is here. But when you have a regular Jane person go out, they're not going to say, oh, Susie's here. So now when you go out, you have a different fan. You have white people looking up to you, black people, Chinese, Puerto Rican, Italian. So you have different lives, different walks, gay, straight. You have different people. So you
Uh-huh.
have to be mindful of all these people and mindsets that are looking up to you. Me and this hood y'all who live this way, so all y'all have to understand how I feel.
No.
So and it
I
sucks that's how celebrities have to walk around. But it's just you have so many people that respect you that when you say something that's that they feel is inappropriate, it's just like, damn, this is who I looked up to, and they said something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you may have a fan that does have AIDS. So if a fan that does have AIDS and you just told them, oh, if you don't have this deadly disease, raise your light up, they're gonna be like, well, what the
see,
fuck?
I think the misunderstanding is that you feel I'm trying to
Not you. This is not. I'm not upset with you.
no,
I'm
I mean, but
saying
it's
that
not
I'm just trying to get you to understand why people were upset.
I'm it's not that I don't understand why they're dealing with it the way they are.
Yeah, I don't
Because
think he should be. I don't think he
if
should
you're
be
upset,
canceled, or they should. I don't think he should be canceled. I don't think they should drop labels and all this other stuff, or take away his boohoo baha man. I don't believe that. I just feel like he should just be like, he should hold himself accountable to understand. Hey, I offended some people, but all that, take him down. He shouldn't be rapping. He shouldn't be this. No, I don't believe that. No.
I think we can agree on that. I think we can definitely agree on that. And just to be clear, So you feel like because he's a celebrity and he has a following and we have followings and people hang on our every word and we have an opportunity to present ourselves in front of far more young people and other impressionable people, that we should not make people feel alienated by being homosexual, correct?
Y'all should make people feel alienated.
Yeah, I'm saying
I don't think you should
we
make. I
shouldn't
don't
make
think.
them feel strange or feel
Yeah, because
uncomfortable
they're
about it,
not
right?
strange. They're not strange. Because like with the
All
Boosie
right.
situation.
No, I'm saying we shouldn't do anything that would contribute to making them feel strange for being that
Yes,
way,
because
right?
I feel like they're people just like you.
They are
We're all
absolutely,
human.
and we love you guys. We love you guys
You
because
do, not
you
all
are
of
out,
them.
man. We love all of you because y'all are
You do.
essential, huh?
You do, not all of them. Not
Man,
all
I
of them.
mean, anybody who don't love another human being is because they lack love for themselves. You dig what I'm saying?
Well, you need to tell
So
your
I,
home. You got to tell your homeboys that, because that comment Lucy
but
said was very
I'm only
disrespectful.
responsible for me. I'm only responsible for me. But look, this is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
But the same way you feel that way about him, not wanting him to make people who are gay feel uncomfortable being gay, we don't want people from y'all community who are in positions where they have followings and where they have access to the youth and people follow them. We don't want them to make straight people feel uncomfortable being straight either.
Okay, but listen, if they're not touching you,
Okay,
trying
so why
you,
that same rule don't apply to us?
listen, if they're not, if like with Lil Nas video, how can y'all tell? This is what I'm saying. How can people say that that's making you feel uncomfortable because he had guys in a shower?
Ain't
Don't.
nobody. I'm not talking
No,
about
they
me.
did.
I'm
They
talking about
did.
the
If you go
children.
up under that shade room and other people's comments and out of their
I can't
mouths,
speak for
people were
them.
saying that video made them feel uncomfortable and they're
It made
forcing
me
it in
feel
this.
uncomfortable,
But
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 I ain't
it
tripping. I'm
you
grown.
don't. No one's asking you
Lil
to
Nas
watch
X is
it.
not responsible for my feelings, so I ain't tripping about feeling uncomfortable. I don't. It don't matter to
Exactly.
me.
So
I
why
know
did
how
you
to look
say? So
away.
why did you say we should make you feel uncomfortable? No one's making
But
you
that's
feel
what I'm trying to say. The
uncomfortable.
same thing, but it be the same thing. It's almost like, the way it's put out there a lot of times. It's like, well, if you ain't down with this, then
That's
it
not
just
true. That's not. They're not.
I
That's not
mean,
true.
listen,
They're just
listen. There's
saying
been an
the
attack
same
on the
way y'all just.
masculinity of the black man for I mean, it's documented. It's documented, Zoe. These are facts. I'm not speaking my opinion. These are facts.
It's not. Because the same way, it's just like the same way you guys can go out and have a bunch of women in the video, you grabbing her
Right?
ass,
I wouldn't
two
want my
women.
kids to
Listen,
see that
listen,
either.
listen, listen. You can have two women grabbing each other's ass, you're kissing them, it's all this other gyrating stuff and
Right.
everything. And then you got Cardi B and you got Megan Thee Stallion, they doing
Yep.
all that stuff. But then when you have Lil Nas, who is just being himself, doing the exact same thing, it's, oh, that's wrong. You're
No, I
forcing
didn't
this
say
on us.
anything. It's not my job to say
I
what's
didn't
wrong.
say
I didn't say what
you.
was wrong. I said I don't want my
But
kids
that's
watching
what
it.
you
I don't want my kids watching either one of them because their minds have not
exactly.
grown.
So
That's not.
don't watch it. So don't say that somebody's forcing anything. That is
I
just
didn't
that's
say
who he
nobody was forcing
is.
anything.
Okay.
Forcing anything. I just showed the same way, just like
When you
some of the baby's comments could make people who were gay uncomfortable. Some of uh, 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 let's just put, I'm just using him as an example. Some of Lil Nas X comments and actions, they could make straight people feel uncomfortable, but we all got to live with each other.
But you
I
know
can't
why
make
he
I
does the thing. You know why he does the things he do? Because when you're a gay person, it's like you have to. You gotta clap. You have to clap back or say some stuff because y'all try to make. I'm telling you, you
you
try to
keep
make us
saying
feel
y'all.
like we're
I don't care,
the
bro.
straight community tries to
Love
like.
who
If
you
you look at these
love.
comments, if you look at these comments, it's like the straight community tries to make us feel like we're just less than of a person.
I
So
don't think so.
he's
I
confident with who
disagree.
he is as a person. So when he claps back or says something,
I
it's just to
disagree.
ruffle
I
your
mean,
feathers
I'm not.
because y'all try to always make us feel like we're less than of a person.
Well, listen, I just want to get to a point of conclusion. I
It's
appreciate
not
your
ever gonna get
time.
there.
I appreciate your time. And I think what you did or what we were able to do, have a discussion so we could speak out on the topics of concern rather than just bash and point fingers and cause that ain't getting us nowhere.
It
That
really
ain't
is.
getting us nowhere. So
That's why
I
I just
think
wish people would let people be them and worry about themselves.
everybody is letting everybody be themselves. Can't
That's
nobody
not
stop you. Can't nobody stop you.
that's
I can't stop what you do, what you
yeah,
want to
you
do.
can be
Yourself. Can't nobody
yourself, but
stop.
when
Can't
I
nobody
say let
stop you.
everybody be themselves, I mean like not worrying about what somebody's doing. If this man
You
wants
still
to
be worried about
kiss another nigga on the screen, that's him. Worry about what's going on with you. I can't hear.
nobody else say about you anyway. But I appreciate your time, and I want you to know that you are loved, bro. Ain't nobody got nothing against you, man.
Oh, I know
Nobody
I am. I'm
else.
not worried about
It
it.
ain't no pressure, bro. It ain't no pressure. I don't know no real stepper out here worrying about the sexuality of another man, bro. You know what I mean? I don't know now. So, love, peace, love,
All
and
righty.
respect.
Okay.
In a minute. Well, I really do appreciate. I appreciate Zoe for coming on and you know and sharing his perspective. You know what I'm saying? I think that's solid. That's solid to him. You know what I'm saying? To put the community on his back and speak up on behalf of their concerns. I think that's what's necessary. I think that's what's necessary. That's what it takes. Ain't nobody got no heaven or no hell to put nobody else in. And whether y'all want me to be here or not, it ain't your authority. It's up to God, bro. If God want to be gone, I'd have been gone. So it ain't y'all, okay? It ain't y'all. So with love and respect, I wish everybody have a great, prosperous, productive day. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all